A fresh wave of speculation has erupted across Nigerian social media after rapper Olamide's declaration that Wizkid is the greatest Afrobeats artist of his generation resurfaced online.
How is it, by the way, working with Wizkid? You have so many songs and you have two songs that you're going over with him. How's it like working with Wizkid?
Because you have to feel like Wizkid is the greatest Afrobeat artist ever.
I'm with you. Easy. MC. Tell them.
And fans are now wondering whether the statement has quietly created a tension between the YBNL boss and his longtime friend Davido. Guess what happened? In November 2025, Olamide was asked about his relationship and collaborations with Wizkid during a press engagement in Canada. Olamide responded by praising Wizkid's contribution to African music and declared him the greatest Afrobeat artist after Fela. The comment immediately reopened one of Nigerian music's most enduring arguments: Wizkid, Davido, or Burna Boy, who is really the greatest? And the reaction was predictable, to be honest, because Wizkid FC quickly embraced the statement while Davido supporters pushed back, and as you'd expect, Burna Boy supporters also entered the debate. And once again, Nigerian social media turned an artistic opinion into a battle over legacy, influence, numbers, awards, and international recognition. What makes the current situation different is the renewed attempt by fans to interpret the possible consequences of Olamide's opinion on his relationship with Davido.
As production, like, I didn't care about his imperfections and all that, so even sometimes I would even disturb my guys, like, guys, Jiggy don't finish this video, Epa and arrange and all that, because I really just know that this guy's an awesome dude, you know, and he's got amazing soul. So for me and Jiggy, it's more of soulful connection, like, kind of like he's got amazing soul, trust me. Like, Jiggy is like, you know, when you meet human being, you're like, awesome human being. Yeah,
Feels
another one. You know, we were like very young way back then at Kabasa Studio, where we used to hang out and all that. You know, so for me, it goes way beyond just the music. Now it's like some people, they are just like cool people, and we get to, you know, understand each other. We get each other, so it's easier for us to, you know, now make so many things happen. Absolutely. You know, people bond over different funny things.
100%.
Some people bond over eating somebody. Like,
yeah.
people bond over different weird stuff. But for me, it's more of, you know, just being a solid guy. Once you're a solid person, we'll bond, and so many other things can now happen. Yeah.
To buttress your point, I met Olu the Wave recently. And Olu the Wave told me that when Bado called him to come and be Bado's videographer and photographer, he used to record and edit on his phones. That even him didn't have belief in himself that he could work at that level with an artist of your stature, but you chose him upon his imperfections. So even for him, when he was explaining it till today, he still talks about what Bado saw. Even him couldn't have seen it in his own self. And that is...
Yeah, because I feel like humanity goes a long way. Being a solid human being is a rarity to find these days. So when I see one, I appreciate it and I make it known.
Wow. That's crazy. Now, you've dropped so many projects. I told you privately before we got in the car that I believe the pandemic you know, stopped me from enjoying my Carpe Diem tour.
I know, right?
That project for me, out of all the incredible projects you dropped, I think at that moment, because we all sat down, that project also introduced or elevated the likes of Olamide in the Afrobeats world. That project in itself, to me, is one of the most incredible projects of the last 10 years.
Now the question is, could Davido be actually upset? There's no direct statement from Davido saying that Olamide's ranking offended him. The assumption appears to be based largely on the personalities involved and the history of Afrobeat's Big Three conversation. Davido has consistently presented himself as one of the leading figures of African music and has frequently spoken about his achievements and influence. Wizkid, meanwhile, has an equally powerful claim to cultural and international influence. Olamide sits in a particularly interesting position because he is not simply an observer of the rivalry, he has a genuine relationship with all three. In fact, after the controversy surrounding his Wizkid statement in 2025, Olamide pushed back against the idea that his opinion should diminish the achievements of the other artists.
Honestly, I've always wanted to, sign artists and help them achieve help them be heard, because it's just I don't know, different people approach different situation. People approach situations differently and respond to some events differently and all that. So for me, like growing up and struggling so hard to even have an opportunity to record or book a studio session and all that, like even though the money wasn't much, but it was a struggle. It was really a struggle. I just thought to myself, what, if I ever make it, I'll try my best possible to reach out to the up and coming artists and create opportunities for them and all that. So it's always been on my mind to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you hear what's happening in Canada, the UK, US, what stands out to you about the sounds within Afro beats, Afro swing, Afro fusion, the whole Afro genre?
To be fair, I'm yet to listen to any major record from the Afrobeat scene over here. So I don't really know what's happening.
Oh, you don't know what's
I don't
happening?
really, to be
Really? Oh.
Well, I was at some uni today. Is it York Uni? Yeah, I was, and man, them were just freestyling for me and all that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Wow, no, what's the name of the other guy? Can't even remember. Yeah.
Okay.
He specifically said that Wizkid, Davido, and Burna Boy were not narrow-minded enough to become offended by somebody else's opinion, and that makes the present speculation even more intriguing. If Olamide himself has already indicated that his statement was simply his personal perspective, then any suggestion that his friendship with Davido has been damaged would require considerably more evidence. And that leads to the question, why are fans now connecting the dots? Well, a celebrity does not necessarily need to publicly fight another celebrity for fans to suspect something is wrong.
Now, next time anybody tells you about anything called a good through, tell them that there's only a week two, and then there's wearable.
And in many cases, fans sometimes correctly suspect the right things. For example, Wizkid and Burna Boy were suspected to have issues, and many people would have thought it was just normal rivalry or maybe fan speculations until Burna Boy had a physical fight with Wizkid's DJ Tunes in Lagos. And in the celebrity world, it only takes something minor to trigger weeks of speculation. It could be an absent birthday message, it could be an Instagram unfollow, a cryptic post, or even a perceived exchange between two celebrities. And the Olamide and Davido relationship has enough history for fans to pay attention. Both men have been major figures in Nigerian music for years, and Olamide has maintained relationships across different camps within the industry. That makes his decision to place Wizkid above Davido particularly interesting to fans who interpret music rankings through the lens of friendship and loyalty. Let me know what you think in the comment section and make sure you subscribe.